Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Tuck Notes Beginner Stock Talk. You know, I was just talking to my dad, and he was telling me about a friend of his who did defense work as an attorney for stock markets for companies. And he'd start out his speech by saying, um, you know, I'm gonna probably have your about these first 5 minutes I'm going to be talking right now. You might be paying attention to what I'm saying, but about after that 5 minutes, you will most likely be thinking about sex, and that's okay because I'll be talking, you'll be having more fun than me, and whatever. That's it. But let's jump into it. This is Tuck Notes Beginner Stock Talk, and we're going to be talking about Tesla stock and the overall stock market. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible because of why, but just bear with me. So we'll be covering Amazon stock split. We're going to be covering what could potentially happen to Tesla stock tomorrow and the next day or the few days, and the overall stock market too for the next day and the next few days. So Tesla closed at $775. It went up like $34, which was like 4 point something percent, and almost 5%. And the overall stock market reacted today to that too. That was great. We know that Google and Amazon are having their own stock split coming up. Amazon's tomorrow, if you don't know that. Later on, we'll be covering and watching the video about the psychology about why investors get so excited about stock splits and what happens when that happens. And they do a good job in explaining it. So yesterday we saw a slight pullback, or actually the last 2 days we saw a slight pullback referring to Tesla. And that was part and due to I talked about the initial jobless claims report was coming out, and it was lower than it was expected. Also, the employment number report was lower than expected. Tomorrow we will be getting the actual rating for the employment report at 8:30 in the morning. So if that is bad, that will not be good for the market. The number that it's expected of which is the benchmark is 3.5%. So anything that goes above or below that can have an overall impact on the stock market. Yesterday we also talked about how 750 was like the price point or price action level. Now, if Tesla goes up more and reaches up to maybe 800, it will become more of a support level. And then instead of a support level for Tesla. Yesterday, we also talked about Shanghai and the people over there getting back to work and ramping up production. So that could play an effect in what happened today. But what to expect for the stock split and how it affects for the stock split for Amazon, how it plays an effect on the Tesla stock. To give you an example, Amazon, when Tesla was 660, Amazon was 2,025, and it went up to 2,500, so $500 in a short run. Also, tomorrow is the split, so you know that I've said it. We're gonna see how if we have a continuation tomorrow, how that's gonna play out in the stock market. Like if Tesla, well, let me just finish this off. Google was at about 2,044 and it went up to $2,350 ish. So just to give you an idea of money movement. Tomorrow, Tesla, we may see a push to and above $800. And if it closes tomorrow in a bullish way, that is good news. It could be good news and a good way to close out for the week. Short term, or actually now we're going to watch the video. So let's check it out. This is a video on the psychology of why people get hyped up.
It was yesterday, but it creates this artificial buzz in the market. People are excited about it. I'm actually evolving my view on this. I historically have had this Buffett-esque kind of highbrow view, like, how dare they think the stock is worth more if I give them smaller pieces of the same. You know what? I'm an idiot. The truth is, why do you think when company that sells Kit Kat all of a sudden says, now you could buy 8 sticks instead of 4, but the sticks are half the size, but we're going to charge you $1 more for it? People are into that. People like the flexibility of buying more of something, even if you shrink it. So, and by the way, you throw a kid's birthday party, you make the slices 16 instead of 8, and I end up eating like 4 more slices than I normally would. Like, because I'm as susceptible as anyone else. So, shut up, Pete. Shut up. So listen.
Sorry.
Stay on message. I guess my bottom. Let me bottom line this. Let me bottom line this. I am. It's good. I'm long the stock. I like that it's up. I really don't care if it's because they did a magic trick. In the end, though, people do like stock splits. They will buy in advance of a stock split. We saw it have a material impact on Tesla, on Apple. I was around in 99. Amazon did 2 stock splits that year. I swear to God, they did 2 in 1 year. That's how much people love stock splits. Is that a reason to buy Amazon? Not really, but is it a reason why it's up and might stay up? Okay, I'll accept that. I'll take it. I'm evolving. We all have room to grow.
So if you look, Pete, at the performance, let's just say NVIDIA, NVIDIA announced a 4-for-1 stock split on May 21st of 2021, up 46% since then versus a NASDAQ that's down 4%. Tesla did its 5-for-1 on August 11th of 2020. The stock's up near 200% since then. NASDAQ's up 20. Apple did its 4-for-1 split on July 30th of 2020. The stock's up 63% since then versus a NASDAQ up 22. I gave you the stats from Bank of America. What seems like the same pie today maybe creates a larger pie tomorrow.
Well, it does. I mean, you know, I'm not denigrating what you're talking about, Josh, when you say I was an idiot and this, that, and the other. I would say this, though. It creates opportunity, Scott. People who weren't able to get to Amazon now will be able to. It opens up something. And clearly, I mean, all you've got to do is look at the facts. And the facts are what you just put out there. Take a look at Tesla. Take a look at NVIDIA. Take a look at these stocks when they make these splits.
What about fractional share ownership, though?
Yeah, but that's not what people want. People want to be able to have something that has some affordability. And you got to remember this, when you're looking at these, Josh, it's also about the derivatives markets. And what do I mean by that? Well, it opens up the derivative markets. Now something that was a $50 option that somebody probably can't trade is now giving them an opportunity to buy it at a much lesser cost. Gives them an opportunity to be there as well. And along the way, you can hedge on the downside, or you can do something for the upside. So I think the derivatives markets do play a piece of what's going on here as well. And I think Tesla is the greatest example of all, because you said it. There wasn't anything necessarily material that had changed, but by doing that split, just take a look at what that stock did. And I think it creates the opportunity for people that want to buy 10 shares, 100 shares, whatever. It gives them that opportunity. And I think no matter how you slice it, those pieces of the cake, that is what people are looking for, is opportunity. They want to be in Amazon. They can't trade it. They can do these fractional things, but it feels meaningless. This is a much different trade when you're able to buy 10, 50, 100 shares. Right. And mentally, that gives people that sort
of buzz. And so, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I felt it on the Tesla 5-to-1, and I hope we feel it on a bigger magnitude later. So if you like this video and found it helpful, please like the video. And if you found these videos helpful, subscribe to this channel. It really helps out the channel. So I hope you have a good night. I'll talk to you later.